This podcast was originally live-streamed on the Non-Sequitur Show on YouTube. New episodes air weekdays, Monday through Friday, at 8 p.m. Eastern at youtube.com/nonsequitur show. Make sure you never miss a live stream by visiting www.nonsecshow.com/schedule. For the latest news, polls and updates throughout the day, follow us on Twitter at NonSecShow or Facebook.com/NonSecShow. That's NonSeq show. If you'd like to get exclusive content, bi-weekly private hangouts with Kyle and Steve, backstage access to chat with guests after shows hosted on your channel and much more, become a Patreon saint of Non-Sequitur. It ensures we continue to improve our show and brings you into the process at the same time. Visit patreon.com/nonsequitur today while the limited spots are still available.
The following podcast is intended for those who believe bold ideas are righteous, unique perspectives are gospel, and strong opinions are sacred. This is Non-Sequitur. Never follow. And now, here are your hosts, Kyle Curtis and Steve McRae.
Look who's on time today. You know what that means.
Wow.
We're in for it.
Good show.
Yeah,
Dumpster
good
fire.
show.
Usually that's what that means, yeah. Usually. That or it just crashes in the middle of it. So hopefully
No, you guys,
that's not the
no,
case.
you guys were on time the other day. We were on time the other day, and it actually went pretty well.
Yeah. And we recalculated some settings, and yes, last night went without a hitch. So I think we've got that glitch worked out. No more F's in the live chat, hopefully. So 2 minutes late. Listen, live chat, 2 minutes late means that we are on time, okay? How dare you all? How dare you all? Tonight we're going to be talking about the moon landing and whether or not we landed on the moon. As many of you know, and as I have told my really good friend Jaronism, we absolutely did not land on the moon. It's a little callback from a year ago. Actually, did I tell you about Jilly Juice, Steve? And her using that Jaronism's video on
I knew about that.
as an expo?
Yeah. No, I read Katie's stuff, and as soon as he put that out there, I read that, and I was like, wow. She what she did was she just did a Google search, and she basically found the first thing that came up, and that was Jaronism's, believing that you had actually had the belief that we didn't go to the moon, which was kind of hilarious, actually.
Yeah, sarcasm. So let's talk about.
You know what, Kyle? At least you're getting notable to where somebody would want to Google you, because nobody even wants to Google me. I'm not even worth Googling, but you're getting to the point where it's worth Googling you. So there you go.
A crazy cabbage lady. I have hit the big time. A lady that thinks that pureed cabbage can cure my gayness and regrow limbs. I've made it. This is high times here. High time.
It doesn't work. Did you try it?
That's hilarious.
Are you just satisfied with your lifestyle that you're not even bothered with trying it?
Both. Even if it could 100% cure it, I wouldn't take it.
Hashtag what is salty cabbage?
Cures a whole bunch of other things like cancer and AIDS.
Oh yeah, it cures everything actually. No matter seriously, I think it cures Down syndrome, autism, gay. It regrows your limbs. If you have diabetes, it will cure that. Depression,
gout.
I'm sure if she hasn't put that in there yet, we need to tell her that could be an option. Yeah. She's just crazy.
Respiratory problems.
What about video game addiction?
Blood pressure.
All of it. Cabbage will cure it all.
Video game addiction.
All of it.
Porn addiction, because you're always going to be in the bathroom, won't have time to be watching porn.
So tonight's
it cures all this by killing the patient.
Yeah, right. Exactly how it does it. So tomorrow we're going to do. I think we're still going to have a Flat Earth Day night. I believe there's going to be one Flat Earth discussion, but there's also going to be something different. Our Trek6 Live, who has been on here before, he is an attorney. He specializes in debunking sovereign citizens and their outrageous claims. And Fan the Man, which is a channel on YouTube that is amazing if you haven't checked it out. He uploads sovereign citizen videos every week, and they're hilarious. But they have been in a sort of a feud with a sovereign citizen. And I can't say the guy's name. I know it ends with Bay, but he's a Moorish sovereign citizen. And I think we are this close to getting it for tomorrow. And I will keep you updated on that. But I think that's going to be happening tomorrow. So we're going to have a sovereign citizen debate, and make sure that you tune in for that. Because if you don't know who Moorish Americans are, or Moorish American sovereign citizens, you are really missing out, because they think that
it's some good
America.
Stuff.
Yeah, they think that America is
I've seen it.
called. You have? They always lose their. They always lose their window.
They're not African American. They're not African American. They're Moorish American.
They're Moroccan. They think that this is not America. This is Morocco. The Indians were not native to this continent. That they are the natural inhabitants of America, and so for that reason, they don't have to abide by America's laws, but they can enjoy all the benefits that citizens do. So when they get pulled over, they pull the I wasn't driving, I was traveling. Do you have jurisdiction?
Am I being detained? Am I being detained?
Do you know his name? Because sovereign citizens, for some reason, they add the suffix Bay or what's the L to their names.
Moorish ones do.
Yeah,
only the Moorish.
They use, the Moorish ones. Yeah. So I don't. There's a lot of Bays probably out there, and a lot of or L's.
Yeah, I don't know his. I have his name from when our Trexus has been emailing me, but I can't pronounce it. It's too many letters that don't fit well together for me.
Too many letters.
So,
yeah, I'm gonna give that a listen. That actually sounds really fun.
Oh yeah,
it's gonna be fun. I hope it works out. We're in the middle of. We've almost got him, I think. So you'll see it on Twitter and all that. By the way, if you're not following us on Twitter, make sure you do that. It's at NonSec Show. That's where we update you with all this kind of stuff, and you get to see what's going on. You also get to follow my new thing called the Daily Grinder, where I post a conversation that happens in Grinder. A lot of it, no human person should ever disturbing. See.
It's a little disturbing. I'm not going to lie.
I was asked last week if I, and this was not without a hey or anything, just right off the bat, would you eat a tiny human person if someone paid you $150,000? That was literally the icebreaker. Of course, I asked him if I could dip it in ranch. Yes.
Yeah. Kyle, have you ever heard of bug chasing?
No. Do I want to know?
Oh, I don't know. I don't know if this is even acceptable for the show. It's pretty disgusting. Actually,
that's saying something. Wow.
Okay. Well, okay. So I'll just say it very simply. So these are people that fetishize the HIV virus, and they want to get infected.
Oh, I've heard of
bug
that.
Chasers.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow.
Oh,
wow.
Gross.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I have heard of that.
I have so many questions, but I'm not
That's
going to.
Horrible.
You know, that reminds me of this
show. Okay.
Content warning, guys.
So
Jimmy,
let's get a bug chaser on.
Jimmy, Mr. Atheist, sent me a message this morning on Facebook Messenger, and at the end of the show, I'll show you the picture because I have to send it to Dave. But this, what he sent me, actually, Dave, I'm going to send it to you now, and we can just go ahead and get it out of the way while I set up like how we're going to be talking about how tonight's going to go. So Jimmy sends me this picture, and the caption that he put underneath it is, "I have so many questions." And I do too, because when you look at this image, it's gonna shock you, but it's so interesting that you want to know more. So when Dave gets that ready, he'll put it up. But the way tonight's gonna work is we are going to be having a discussion on the moon landing. I want to point out, first of all, that unlike shows previously, the person who will be sort of making a case that we did not go to the moon is not a flat earther. He is not somebody that thinks that the earth is flat. He thinks that the earth is round, and I'm going to let him sort of explain here in just a second the position that he's going to be coming from, and it's not going to be from a place like we've seen before. Dave, you got that ready? Okay, throw it up there real quick. Okay, so this post is, it says, the image on the telephone pole says, "Bathe in my milk, offered open to men only, soy, almond, or traditional. Use my sponge, I will teach you." And it's got very different images of men in a bathtub with this, like, 80-year-old looking woman standing beside of it. Take from that what you will, I don't know, but I have so many questions. And Jimmy was saying that we should get her on the show to ask what she does.
For that.
Certain questions probably should never be asked.
Well,
this might be one of
is
those.
very creepy.
It's wise.
Okay.
It's a word of wisdom right there.
I want to adopt that grandma.
Yeah,
She might be your grandma.
Full
I
disclosure,
wish.
I sent an email, so we'll see what happens. All right, Team Skeptic, let's start off by introducing yourself and telling people about your channel, that sort of thing, and then we'll let Ace do the same, and then we'll jump into it.
Yeah, so Team Skeptic, I have a flat Earth debunking channel. So I'm interested in addressing these non-flat Earth claims, which is, finally a change of pace for me. So Ace, we've already had a conversation earlier. It seems like it's going to be a pretty comfortable conversation. I appreciate it. So let's get started.
Okay.
Yeah,
and Ace.
All right. And so just a little bit of intro for me then. I don't know. I guess I'm Ace. I've been around Google Hangouts for way too many years. I've known for Steve for what, 5 years, 6 years almost. We haven't talked much in recent times. We used to talk quite a bit back in the day. And just like philosophy and science, and find just general discussions interesting. So
Cool. All right, Ace, we're going to let you start us out, and then sort of give everybody a where you're going to be coming from, like you told us prior to us going live. Like that way, everybody's on the same page.
Yes, exactly. So unlike most of your guests, I think the Earth is round. I think that the ISS is real. I think that Mercury and Gemini, those missions were real. I think that men have been to low Earth orbit. It's kind of sad that in this day and age you have to affirm that the Earth is round. You can't. It's just not just an assumption anymore. But the question is there seems to be some problems with the photographic evidence for the moon landing. Now, there's some. We might get into this, which is okay. So maybe this photographic evidence is fake, and that's really not evidence we didn't go to the moon. Some is that this is what we have to go on right now. This is what NASA has given us. This is off of the official NASA website. No photo manipulation being done yet. You get some strange results when you actually look at these images carefully. So that's kind of the gist.
Okay. People are commenting about the NASA poster behind you.
Yeah. Look, I not only have a NASA poster, but I've got a Challenger mug too that I'm drinking from. I mean,
I asked the same.
Don't get me
the same question, guys, about the if is he a NASA enthusiast? And to his credit, he said somewhat.
Yeah. I think NASA has done a lot of interesting stuff. I mean, gosh, getting people into low Earth orbit is, a crazy proposition. The question is, have they been completely honest about everything? And government agencies lie for various reasons. So that's been shown before. But overall, I think NASA's done a lot of very interesting technological research, for sure.
Well, take us through it. Let's get into it.
Well, sure. So I sent you some images before in the email, and so